Are disabilities really a barrier to success? Absolutely not. In fact, some of the greatest athletes in history have overcome their disabilities to achieve greatness. From blindness to amputations, these players have defied the odds and became true champions. In this video, we'll be counting down the top 10 players who have overcome their handicaps and achieved greatness. Are you ready to be inspired? Let's dive in. Edgar Davids. Edgar Steven Davids was a Dutch professional footballer and is currently a coach. He has played for great teams such as AC Milan, Barcelona, Juventus, Inter Milan, Tottenham, Hotspur, and Ajax. Edgar is easy to recognize when on the field, owing to his dreadlock hair and protective goggles, which he had to wear due to his disability. He suffered from glaucoma, which he did not let get in the way of his greatness. He was known to be combative and very energetic while on the field, and to have a hard tackling style while playing. His energy and creativity on the field are evidence of the fact that he was still able to be exceptional as a player despite having glaucoma. This should encourage the rest of us to try and be good at what we do, since this is what we can do. Currently, Edgar is not acting as a player, but he plays his role as a coach. Garrincha. Garrincha was a Brazilian football player who played as a right winger. He is a professional player and is regarded as one of the best players. Others recognize him for his exceptional dribbling skills, which were globally recognized in the 1958 and 1962 World Cup victories by Brazil. In an incident, Pelé was injured in 1962 World Cup, so Garrincha took his place, leading Brazil to victory. Garrincha had a congenital disability of a misshaped spine, and one leg was shorter than the other. This would cause the right leg to point inward while the other leg pointed outward. Despite this deficit, he was still a good player, and the performance that he put on the field won him many awards. Many European teams tried signing him into their teams once he had gained recognition. This is all owing to the great dedication and level of skill that is hard to match. Alex Sanchez. The Chilean striker has some of the best football skills, and you will be fascinated by the performance he showcases while he is on the field. He is hardworking, and it is also known for his intelligence. Alex was born with one hand, but did not let this get in the way of achieving being the best in football. He is also a passionate academic and has a law degree. As a striker or midfielder, he portrays the best show of talent on the field, acting as inspiration for many others that are feeling inhibited by their disabilities. His intelligence is evident both on and off the field, and in academics. Cliff Bastion. Clifford Sidney Bastion was an English footballer who played as a winger for Exeter City and Arsenal. He also played for the English national team. Bastion is Arsenal's third highest goal scorer of all time. Bastion had difficulty hearing, which deteriorated as he got into his playing career. Despite his deafness, Bastion could still play and score many goals as he could. He is one of the famous soccer players with disabilities. He was also part of the war effort, but was discharged as his hearing problem became more serious. Cliff stopped playing after a knee injury, but during his active playing time, he can perform an excellent performance and show the world how talented he was. Robert Schlanz. Robert Schlanz was a German football player. He is considered one of the best players ever to play for current Bundesliga side VfB Stuttgart. He also played 3 times for his national side. He went to war before his football career even began. During the war, he got a bullet, which shattered his face. However, this earned him a graceful discharge and allowed him to join his football career. He was then in a car crash leading to his arm amputation, and this, to the world, seemed to be the end of his career. However, this did not stop him from getting back on the pitch, where he was able to show the world how well he could play while on the field. The fact that he could get back on the pitch after the car crash is evidence of Robert's will, courage, and passion for the game. Hold on to your seats, because the last players on this list will blow your mind. They've overcome challenges that most people can't even imagine, and their determination on the field is nothing short of awe-inspiring. You won't want to miss this, so keep watching. And don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel, Football Plaza. Also, turn on the notification bell so you never miss out on new content. Gordon Banks. Gordon Banks OBE was an English professional footballer who played as a goalkeeper and is widely regarded as one of the greatest. Gordon Banks was involved in a severe car crash in October 1997, causing him to lose all sight in his right eye. 34 at the time, he retired for 4 years, but eventually returned to the game. He was a goalkeeper and was known to be exceptionally talented. Despite his eye problems, he could handle his position on the field quite well, and his talent was evident in how he handled himself on the football pitch. Alejandro Sanchez Lopez. Alejandro Sanchez Lopez is a Spanish footballer who plays for SD Ija as a striker. He came to fame in 2009 when he became the first player to appear in a professional game with just one hand while representing Real Zaragoza. Lopez, who formerly played for clubs like Real Zaragoza and Sydney Olympics, currently plays for a club known as Tudelano. He has just one arm. That has not deterred him from being a professional footballer. During an interview, Lopez stated, "I never felt like an inspiration until the moment I played in La Liga because a lot of people with disabilities came to me to let me know that I had inspired them. At that stage, I was aware that I had a big opportunity to help disabled people, especially kids, because sport is such a big social tool to implement equality in societies." Hector Castro. Yet another football legend was one-armed, but this did not dim his career. His name was Agustin Hector Castro Rodriguez, and he was a Uruguayan football player and coach. Even with one arm, Castro was still strong and talented. This was evident in his playing on the field. He was a gifted and robust striker and scored goals for Uruguay in various tournaments. His strength was apparent when he was on the field, and he could effectively perform well and achieve goals for his country. Castro was talented, and his physical disability did not deter him from getting onto the football field. Petr Cech. Petr Cech is a Czech former professional footballer who played as a goalkeeper. He now plays semi-professional ice hockey as a goaltender for the Chelmsford Chieftains. However, on October 14, 2006, Petr Cech's life changed forever. In the first minute of the Premier League fixture at newly promoted Reading, he was involved in a collision that left him with a depressed skull fracture. He was rushed to the Royal Berkshire Hospital before being transferred to the Specialist Brain Injury Unit at Oxford's Radcliffe Infirmary, where he underwent emergency surgery. 2 metal plates were fitted into his skull. The surgery was successful, and after just 3 months of recovery, Cech was back in a Chelsea shirt, sporting the helmet that had become his trademark. Petr explained his recovery in an interview stating, "I said to myself, I will do everything that is possible to continue playing the game I love. I set my mind and targets on that. I never asked myself what if. I put all my energy into doing the right thing, with the guidance of the medical team. Together, with the support of my family and friends, I managed to get through it and ended up on the pitch much faster than everybody expected." Damir Desnica. Damir Desnica was a professional football player at the Croatian club HNK Rijeka. He won the Yugoslavian Cup twice and played for 9 seasons in the left-wing position, with 229 matches and 45 goals. He's a deaf person who communicates with sign language, and curiously, this was the circumstance through which he went down in history. In 1984, the small Croatian football club played the second round of the UEFA Europe League final against Real Madrid, a match in which Damir was allegedly sent off for protesting the referee. However, years later he argued that precisely because of his speech difficulties, he could not have protested. These football players have shown that disabilities cannot stop someone from achieving greatness in the sports they love. From glaucoma to congenital disabilities, these players have not let their conditions get in the way of their passion for the game. Which story of a player with a disability did you find the most bizarre? Let us know in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel Football Plaza for more amazing content like this. Also, don't forget to turn on the notification bell so you never miss a new upload. Thank you for watching.